Okay guys, so let's get started on the products that I will use to make my New Year's card. So first off, we need a standard postcard. This postcard I bought from the stationery store in a pack. We can use it for New Year's or for anything. This one doesn't have the stamp. Usually for New Year's they buy the one that has the stamp and the lottery numbers already on there. But I bought this one because it is a kind of a cream color, and I wanted to do a cream card instead of the white this year. This card is about 4 by 5 3/4. I also cut a piece of cardstock, and I got this cardstock from MFT, and I can't remember the name, so I'll put that in the down bar below. But the finished folded card measures about 4.5 by 6 1/4. Just if you were to layer them, they would look like this. I'm going to take my postcard, and instead of sending just the postcard like I normally do, I'm going to make it a card and send it as a card. Now, I want to layer some washi, so I'm going to use a piece of washi paper that I got from Kamakura when I went last year, and I will use a piece from this lovely selection. So I want to pick something that will match really nicely. I like this pink ideas. Ooh, I think I'll use this one. I really like how it has gold in it, and I'm going to cover up these leaves, but I like that there's pink, and I'm going to be using a little bit of pink in the card. So that will do. I'll be using these two stamps. This one on the right says, "Shiawase ippai no 1年でやりますように." Means wishing you happiness the whole year. This one says "Shoufuku," and it's giving you new luck for the new year. I really like how the snake runs around the mountain. It has Mount Fuji, the rising sun, and then it has your good luck here. I'm also going to be using this cherry blossom stamp, and I believe this is a Kodomo no Kao stamp. I've had this for a while, but I really like it, and cherry blossoms get used a lot. Usually I keep my New Year's stamps in here, and these are the ones that I can use like anytime and I don't want to get rid of, and I don't have to worry about not being able to use them. I do have a couple Christmas stamps in here as well, but I like this one. It has the Japanese mochi for the new year, and I like the panda with the good luck. He can be used anytime if I wanted to. And I like this daruma here. And these are gantan, which means the first day of the new year. So let's get started. First we take our postcard, and then we take our stamp ink pad, and we're going to open it up. I'm going to take this stamp, and it really doesn't matter. You can see how this one has been on the green. You can do it either way, but I'm going to line it up so that I don't get different colors in the different place, and I'll just do it that way. So you just have to guesstimate where you're going to put it. The thing, and I'm going to push. Make sure I get good coverage. Do it one more time, and then I line it up on my card, and I'm going to press fairly hard because I want it to transfer really well. And if you have a stamping pad, it would be great to put underneath this, but since this is a rubber stamp, I'm just going to make sure I got it before I lift it up, and it looks pretty good. The gold is fairly light, but we are going to emboss it to give it a little bit more of texture. So I take my clear sparkle powder, and I just sprinkle it over top like so. This is a embossing powder tray that you can use, or a glitter tray, and I super like it because it's mess free. I'm going to be using the Brilliance Graphite Black ink, and I'm going to open it up. This is a pigment ink. I also want to prime my stamp to make sure I get really good coverage. So I'm just going to use the back of it. Again, we just press down, make sure you have good coverage. Looks good. So one more time, we press down, make sure good coverage, and we press. And of course, I like to rub this and make sure it gets good. You only get one shot. And there it is. It looks nice. All right. We're also going to use the classic ink pad by Stampin' Up. And this is the Blushing Bride color. Okay, so we open them up like this. And you can see I've used this one quite a bit. And this is going to give a really faint cherry blossom. Again, we're going to do this on the other side. So we're using the cherry blossom stamp that I showed earlier. And looks like that. Finished. But we're not finished. Okay, so I think I didn't get this on camera, but all I did is I took my water pen and I mixed that ink on here. And here's another test one. I'll show you how to do it. So we go like this and we take our water pen and we just pull the ink down through the image like this. It's good when you're doing a lot of cards at one time. It's really easy. And then we'll grab some red and we'll paint our sun. You want to try and do it all in one stroke if possible, or like one thing without your ink running out. Otherwise, once it dries and you add another layer, it won't mix properly. So that's good to know. Okay, now we're going to turn our card over. And it's good if you have like a mat or something, but I'm not using one right now. So anyways, I'm just going to take a regular glue stick. This is a Tombow Pitt high power adhesive stick. And I find that glue sticks work really well with washi paper. And so what we're going to do is we're going to adhere this to the back, or we're going to adhere this postcard to the washi paper using glue stick. And you can use anything you like. I just prefer this. And I'm going to make sure there's just a tiny bit of card of washi paper sticking out from all sides, roughly, and I'm going to smush it down. I'm just going to make sure. Next, you're going to put it into your craft thing. You're just going to line it up where you think is best and trim it. It should work really easily like that. And then you do the same thing on this side. And you can see it cuts really well. Sometimes you might get like a fibery thing right here and you can just trim them with your scissors, but I think we've done pretty well. I'm going to leave it like that. The reason why I'm cutting it like that is because I wanted to make sure I got good right measurements. And I'm working with a really weird card measurement, so I just thought that would be easier. So there it is. Actually, I think I'm going to use my glue stick to adhere this because it's washi. So again, we're just going to use glue stick, and a lot of people don't use washi. They get washi and they use it and they keep it. People always like want washi and I send it to them and I never see them use it. They just keep it, and so that's kind of sad. So ladies, I'm trying to show you how to use it. Don't be afraid. You can always get more. People like to see you using it. And I will try to use it for you too. Okay, so looks like it's gonna go something like that. And I don't actually think it's lined up on the side. So what I'm going to do is I will take my trimmer and trim off a small piece on this side. So I'll be right back. And that's what it looks right now. So I'm going to take my glossy accents and very lightly I'm going to fill in the head here. I'm just going to fill it randomly right there. Then I want to make sure I have a steady stream of glue all the way around to here. So that looks good. Now we take our glitter and we sprinkle however way we want. And I just cover it. I like lots of glitter, so I think the more the better. Now all you need to do is just tap that off. So we'll get to my glitter tray. Tap, tap, tap. And there is my beautiful snake. Next we take our gloss accents and we add some to the roof. The top of the mountain. Like that. Now we take our white powder, which is the Carrara Marble. Nice name. And I use this a lot at Christmas time because it just gives it an awesome one. Now we tap that off. And there it is. Next, I will take my icicles in the lime ice. And I'm going to just apply that to the bush type image right here. Just to give it some more sparkle. And there you go. This is my go-to baby pink stickles, and it comes in cotton candy, or it's called cotton candy, and I super love it. It looks like sakura, which is cherry blossoms to me. It's a really light pink, and I'm going to fill in these. These are actually cherry blossoms right here. So I'm just going to add this. The reason why I did my card first is because I wanted to put the card on here. I wanted to put it on the front of the card before it dried. So there it is. The very last thing we need to do is take our stamp. This is what I will do. If you have a personal stamp, you can do this. If not, you can sign the back, but I do prefer to put something on there. So I've turned my card upside down and I'm going to eye it here. I'm going to just kind of guess where it is. And then I push it. And I have my name stamp made by Sherry Tremblay. And then I have my YouTube T-shirt in Japan. Thank you very much, guys, and have a great day. There's the card in its fullest. It looks like this. And I think it looks awesome. I hope my friend likes it. Thank you.